Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the last days. It's going to be amazing. You know, I don't think that southern Manitoba is a bad place to spend some of the finest days on earth. It's very exciting. We're in the fight of our lives. We truly are. And right here in the heart of Canada, with all the beautiful birds chirping and the warm sunshine. The last time I came through here, it was 40 below. Let me tell you, this is a better experience. I really love it. And look how beautiful it is. Can you do a little pan sort of the area? Absolutely gorgeous. This is where, you know, farmers are growing our food, and you know, really the industry, the heart of this nation is here. So I wanted to give you a little update about how it's going on the campaign trail. I'm so grateful that this is the place where the men and women of God have been standing. They have been interceding and praying for God to help Canada from one end of this riding to the other, north, south, east, west. I have found the most wonderful people that are standing in the gap, people that love to support the protection of the unborn, people that understand that we're in a war. And you know, you could even come a little bit closer if you want, so then I won't yell so loud. Did you want to come? All right, you're doing good. I got a guy helping me with my camera work, and it's all gonna get fixed. That's fantastic. I want to share with you a little bit of some of the difficulties I'm seeing. So we've always voted Conservative. This is our party. There's no choice. Like in Portage-Lisgar, this is a Conservative riding since its inception. It might have been the Reform Party before, which became the Conservative Party, but they voted in line with the principles of conservatism. So the world has kind of continued and motored on, and in the Conservative Party of Canada, they've had great opportunity for the protection of our children, for the protection of the unborn. But I have pointed out that with Stephen Harper having a majority government and getting elected on the excitement, because I remember that excitement. Stephen Harper, who's Stephen Harper? Well, he's pro-life. Fantastic. I voted for him. Let's bring him in. Thank you for the protection of the unborn. But Stephen Harper, when he had a majority government, did not stand for the protection of the unborn. And that was a big letdown to a lot of us. Then we've seen that candidate after candidate, they say that they're pro-life, but we've come to understand that in the Conservative Party of Canada, Pierre now lets it be known, it doesn't matter if you're pro-life. It doesn't matter. Pierre says he will not table any legislation, and he will not approve any votes for any legislation against abortion. Not happening. He wants our votes, but they will not stand up for the issues that matter to a conservative soul. So what do we do with all of that? So as I'm here, this has been the battle, trying to prove that Maxime is not a WEF, you know, lackey. Well, let me just show you this quick video of Stephen Harper at the World Economic Forum praising Klaus Schwab.
I'd also like, Professor, to take a moment to offer my personal congratulations to you on this, the 40th annual gathering of your creation, the World Economic Forum. You chose as its motto, committed to improving the state of the world. I would observe that few who have set such a lofty goal have more reason to be pleased with their accomplishments. To have conceived of the need for such an institution as this required insight. To have established it took commitment, but to have then nurtured it as a podium from which business and political leaders could nudge public policy by addressing their peers from around the world, that is a formidable achievement, and Professor, this gathering salutes you.
Well, hopefully you've seen the videos that show you that it was under Stephen Harper that Maxime went to the WEF, and he was there. He did 31 meetings with ministers from all over the world because Stephen Harper told him we need to, you know, try to get some help with Afghanistan. End of story. Never been back. He doesn't support the WEF. In fact, he has denounced them repeatedly. If you're informed, if you get his newsletter, you know exactly where he stands on all of these issues. But here's the thing, Maxime Bernier has the bill that he's willing to table for the protection of the unborn. This is what Pierre has to say about the protection of the unborn.
Poilievre government would not introduce or pass legislation restricting abortion.
Now let's talk about the evil gender ideology. Maxime Bernier is going to stand up for your children. In fact, he's already had quite a, intense encounter with a reporter who put him, front and center saying, hey, why are you talking about freedom, but you want to ban books? Take a look at this interaction.
You believe in personal responsibility and personal freedom. What do you make about some characters in Manitoba, or some people wanting to ban books?
But depends which one. So every book,
No, they want ban specific books that deal with gender identity. They want them out of schools or out of libraries. Pardon me. What does that fall in line with the freedom ideology?
I believe that they have a point over there. These sexual books to children, because it is. And I saw one of these books actually yesterday, and I had the privilege to have a meeting with parents that were very not happy with that. And I believe that we must fight that. Yes, you are free, but children cannot. Why pushing the sexualization of our children in our society? We don't need that. They're doing that at school, and they're saying to a little boy that is playing with a truck, maybe you're a boy, and maybe they're giving. Let's talk about it. What do you think about?
You have a copy on hand.
Absolutely. We are showing that to children. Children at school. That's not the place of a book like that. I can have a lot of examples. So it's a sexualization of our children. All that must stop. And actually, can you believe that? Here in this province, look at it. That's what they're showing to kids. You must be ashamed of that. And that's why I'm doing that fight against that. For the common sense.
So Maxime Bernier is standing up strong. What will Pierre Poilievre do about the books, about the sexualization of our children, about transgenderism coming in? Here's what he had to say.
What's your name? Bonnie. Thanks for coming. Thank you. Did you enjoy the event?
No, not really.
No?
Not gonna lie. But I have a question for you. It's about gender ideology and abortion. What is your stance on that?
I believe people all have to make their own decisions.
Right, but what about children? These children?
I don't think there's those things.
So you don't believe in helping the most helpless people in society, the weakest people in society, the babies. You don't believe in protecting the
I
babies.
hear you.
And what about abortion?
See, you just confessed on camera that you don't believe in protecting.
I respect your point of view, but I'm not going to be bringing any laws up. I'm going to let people are going to make their own decisions. You have the right to your opinion, and other people have the right to theirs. I'm not going to be passing an abortion.
Does the baby have a right to their opinion? Because they don't have one. It's up to our job to protect them.
This country was founded.
That's not an opinion.
The supremacy of God, right? Thou shalt not kill. That's simple. It's in our law. You should not be killing children.
And you got also think it takes two to tango, right? The government is not God. It takes two to tango. It's not government. The government is not God.
They're letting the mutilation of children happen.
The government is not God.
Right, but if you become prime minister, you will have the power to bring in policies that will stop abortion, the murder of helpless babies. You will not bring in those policies. Yes or no? You will not. You will allow. You even have though you have the power to stop them. You will continue to allow the murder of babies. You are a spineless coward. You're a spineless coward.
So as I'm talking with the good folks of Portage-Lisgar, I see that there is a war. One person actually said to me that they've never seen this kind of discussion. There's really always only been this one choice. All of a sudden, Maxime Bernier, he is not a parachute candidate. No, he is a paratrooper candidate. He has come here to fight. Why did he choose here? Because of you, because of your values, because you value life, because you value the protection of children. Why did he come? Because he saw someone who might vote for him. Because I'll tell you what, in Quebec, when he told the press that killing a child 5 days before they're born, which is legal in Canada, he told them it was murder. He lost his seat. Here's a guy willing to stand. He'll put his money where his mouth is. He is willing to stand for the unborn. The CPC, they want your vote. but they are unwilling to stand for your values. That's been proven. And you know what? I'm pretty disappointed. I never thought we'd see this day, because the Conservative Party of Canada no longer is hiding their agenda. Once upon a time, they respected the Conservatives in the area. They respected the pro-lifers. They respected those who valued biblical, traditional principles. Not anymore. Not anymore. They just say, you know what? No, there's going to be no legislation on abortion, but we do hope you'll give us your vote. We're not going to protect the young kids from transgenderism, but we do hope you'll still vote for us, because after all, you've always voted CPC, haven't you? So here's where we're at. Here's the hard facts. This riding has the opportunity to shake up Canada, to put in one voice that will call into account not only Trudeau, who you bet we're all on the same page, we're going to get rid of Trudeau, okay? But one voice in Parliament that would also hold Pierre accountable for his cowardice in protecting us from the onslaught of 100,000 babies being taken, murdered every year. Pierre Poilievre would be held to account for his allowing the LGBTQ agenda to overtake this riding, for transgenderism to be taught in our schools. The fact that he will not enforce the criminal code, that is a federal issue. He will not enforce the criminal code, which states in, I think it's 163.1, that you may not show children pornography, drawings, pictures, anything. You may not do that. That's a federal issue. The only one willing to table that and to bring that to the attention of this riding and others is Maxime Bernier. He will do it at the soonest opportunity. All you have to do is decide to be courageous. You go to the polling booth. Hey, no one even has to know you voted for him. It's a private matter. I know some of you are all afraid, because apparently in this town, if you're not CPC, you might get some jeering and, a little bit of upset. I don't know why. I thought we were on the same page. I thought we stood for the protection of children and against abortion. Why are we voting for the party that disrespects us so incredibly? They're not hiding it. They're not dealing with abortion. Straight up. Why wouldn't we give one guy a chance? I'm here. I've left my home in British Columbia to come here on the war field, right here, ground central, middle of the country, to stand up for Maxime Bernier, because for 5 years, I've seen him be true to his word. For 5 years, I've seen courage. For 5 years, I've seen him stand. When the Conservative Party of Canada rejected me from running for them from 2 ridings, because why? Because I spoke against the transgender ideology in the schools. I thought they were my party. They are not. One guy put into Parliament, speaking the truth, could shake the nation. And I'm asking you to do that. June 19th, let your vote be heard. It's the war of our lives, everybody. Our parents fought a physical war. Our grandparents, some of them paid with their lives for freedom in this country. This is our war. Don't leave it to your children and your grandchildren to have to fight what is taking over our nation. I pray that you'll vote the right way for your convictions, for your heart. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. God bless.